Hi, I'm Scott Patsko here with Joe Noga. We're going to talk a little bit about the football playoffs, and week 13 of the season is completed now. We're going to talk a little bit about what most impressed us about the games over the weekend. Before we get into that, I did want to remind everybody we're still doing our picks contest. Still plenty of chances to win money in the form of gift cards. If you're interested, we're going to have information in this post on how you can sign up. It's free and easy. Basically, all you have to do is pick the winners each week, and there's a weekly prize. If you have been playing since the beginning of the season, you're in good shape for to be a candidate to win the overall prize at the end of the season, which is $500.
Not if you're following my picks.
No.
You're not a candidate now if you've been following my picks.
So be sure to take advantage of that. All right, as far as this past weekend's games goes, we have 6 teams left. We have one area matchup in Division I, St. Edward and Stowe.
So we're guaranteed one in the finals.
Yes, at least one. But when you look back at the results from Friday and Saturday, let's talk a little bit about what impressed us most. What's at the top of your list?
Top of my list is definitely Stowe's defense coming out of that regional semi-win against Olentangy, 38-16. They really controlled the game throughout much of the contest there, facing a quarterback who had thrown for 2,800 yards. They knew the passing game was going to be there. And the Deeb Haber, the Olentangy quarterback, did throw for 298 yards, but Stowe's defense forced 4 turnovers, 3 interceptions. He'd thrown 5 all year. It was really impressive. And just their physical intensity, their quickness, it really impressed Mark Solis, the Olentangy coach, who's got a history up here. Very impressed by Noah Fisher, Joe Andersey, Owen Fankhauser, just some names from the Stowe defense that really sort of jump off the page at me.
I'm going to stick with defense too. I think Hudson, this is the 9th game that they have kept a team below 10 points in defeating Mayfield. And it kind of looks on the surface, maybe they've been doing it with smoke and mirrors because of the injuries they've had on both sides of the ball. But I think just take the body of work, it's really been an impressive run for this team, which I don't know that anybody around here really thought that they would get to this point.
No.
After the talent that they lost last season. But 11 sacks against Mayfield, and like I said, doing this with the injuries, with people in and out of the lineup, has really been impressive. And it's not a case of, I don't think that you look at the talent or the schedule that they played. I think when you do that for the entire season, no matter who you're playing, you're doing something good. They are the lowest seed, tied for the lowest seed remaining throughout the playoffs, which I think is something to also kind of put an exclamation point on that performance.
That defense, the scheme, the coaching is really the difference for them. You got to give Ron Wright a lot of credit there.
Right. What else impressed you?
I'm going to stick with the turnover theme here from the Stowe game. It carried over to the Hoban St. V game on Friday night. Big key turnovers in that game. Jonah Morris scoops up a fumble and returns it 29 yards for a touchdown early in the third quarter. Really takes the wind out of the sails for St. V. And then Anthony Christian has an interception return for a touchdown, pads that lead and lets Hoban sort of relax and let their defense take over. Key turnovers in that game. You talk about Anthony Christian, a guy who hadn't played football in 3 years. He missed, he played his freshman year and comes back as a senior, wants to be part of this Hoban football team, and really sort of has been a key contributor all year long.
My kind of turnover type theme is St. Edward. They had none, which is significant considering they had 8 over the last 3 weeks. They had probably their best complete game, maybe of the season, against Euclid, and it was really in bad conditions like everybody else was playing in with the wind and the snow and the rain on Saturday. But the 33-0 shutout, best complete game so far. I think the fact that they didn't have any turnovers, that's kind of what was their nemesis in the first 2 weeks. That made it where they had to have a strong finish to get by Cleveland Heights, to get by Menor. Didn't have it this time. So you had this air of vulnerability, I think, looking at them going into that Euclid game. Now, I'm not going to say they're invincible, but they have kind of eased some of those fears, I think, that maybe some people had, and how far that they would get as a number 1 seed. Because you think of a number 1 seed as maybe trying to roll through those first couple weeks. That really didn't happen. So best complete game so far from them, and like I said, the turnovers were a big thing. So, all right, that's it for us. We want to hear what you think. Be sure to leave a comment down below in this post and let us know what you were most impressed by in week 13. We only got 2 more weeks to go of the season. And again, be sure to take advantage of the picks contest. We'll have information on that as well. See you next time.